What's up, everybody? It is your boy Johnny back here with another video. And today I'm going to be doing, as you can see in the thumbnail, an unboxing and seal to reveal of two new Prince reissues that just came out this past Friday on July 28th. And those reissues are Lovesexy from originally released in 1988 and Prince's Come album from 1994. So today when we unbox these things, I'm also going to show you the original copies, the original pressings I own of these albums. And I'm also going to give you some information along the way. We'll do these one by one. And maybe we can also compare the original to the newly reissued and see the differences and all that good stuff. So let's just get started. So first, let's start with the album Lovesexy. I think we're going to start with this one first since it's the older album of the group. This album originally came out, and I want to say mid-1988. This is just off the heels of Prince's highly successful, highly anticipated, and critically acclaimed album Signs of the Times, a 2 LP set. So people are waiting to see what Prince will come out with next, and he came out with this, Lovesexy. It's really a 1 LP set. It's really considered Prince's, at the time, Prince called it his gospel album. So originally after Signs of the Times, Prince really wanted to release the Black Album, which was really considered a dark album and actually had a lot of hip hop elements to it and all that. But all of a sudden at the last minute, Prince just felt like it wasn't right to release. So he got Warner Brothers to scrap it, really. And that's a highly collectible album if you have an original pressing on vinyl. But it was released later in the 90s, but maybe another video we'll talk about that. But anyways, so at the last minute, he got Warner Brothers to pull that release right before it released. And then Prince threw this release together of Lovesexy. He thought it was more uplifting and happy, and he called it his gospel album. And this really is a great album on its own. I just want to say right away. I would have to say, if I made a top 10 list, this would definitely be in the top 10. I love this album. This is the album I turn to. One of the albums I turn to the most or maybe even in the top 5, man. This is a very good album. And originally at the time when it was released, it wasn't received well. It did not do that well. His tour, the show for the tour of this album was amazing. But again, his tour wasn't profitable, but it had a lot of, how do you call it? It was very high in cost, I guess, the set and to move, the whole set that he had for his tour. It was very expensive, and actually he didn't make a lot of money on that tour, which is really stinks. It's a shame because it really was a great show, and you think that it would have been more profitable. But I think it was just the cost of like the set and to move it and all that stuff. But as year go on, people are starting to really appreciate this album, which I think is great because it is a great album. And actually, the thing about there was a CD version. The original CD version of this album was one track. So all these tracks was one continuous track. You couldn't skip it. Unless you had, at the time, I think it was like the original German version, which I have. You can skip the tracks. But I think since then, this was reissued by Sony Legacy last year in 2022. I think they're banded tracks now on the CD version. So this year, on Sony Legacy, decided to finally reissue the vinyl LP of it, which is great. And I think this is the first time in the U.S. it's been reissued since its release in the U.S. So that's very, very awesome as far as on vinyl goes. But before I open this, I'm going to show you I have an original copy of it. We can do a little comparison. So here is the original copy right here. So here you go. Quick comparison of the covers. Pretty much the same, but this one has this hype sticker. So let's just look at the original one, shall we? Real quick. So here's the original, still in the shrink, has the hype sticker on it that says Prince Lovesexy. Because if that wasn't there, you couldn't really see the title unless you looked at the spine. And here's the back. There's, on the shrink, is the barcode. Because you ripped off the shrink, this wouldn't be there. So yeah, pretty awesome. And here inside, it did come with a printed sleeve. And it is right here. This is the printed sleeve. Has all the tracks on it. All the tracks and the lyrics. Good stuff. Nice printed sleeve. Nice. And here I put in a MoFi sleeve. I put the LP in there. And here it is. Right here. And I want to say this is Prince's third album on his Paisley Park label. And this is really what the label looked like. And actually, this is side one. There you go. There's side one. Nice, good shape. And there is side two. Good stuff. But further ado, let's get into the unboxing and seal to reveal of this album. So first, let's look at the cover. There's the front. Alrighty. And there is the back. Here's your hype sticker right there. And I'll read it to you. It says, Lovesexy. Lovesexy was a mind trip, like a psychedelic movie. That was a quote from Prince. Features Alphabet Street and Glam Slam, which is really probably the biggest tracks on this album. Those are the main two singles. I think there was another one called I Wish You Heaven. There's a back cover, and I will read you the original. I'll read you the track listing too. So, and actually, cool thing is it has, just like the original pressing, it has this barcode on a sticker too as well. But here is the original tracks. Starting at track 1 is I Know. Then it's Alphabet Street, Glam Slam, Anastasia, Dance On. These are all such great songs. Oh my God. Lovesexy, When Two Are in Love. When Two Are in Love, it was actually a track that was on the Black album that was pulled to go on this album. And then I Wish You Heaven, which I think that was the third and final single of this album. And closing with the track Positivity, which later Mavis Staples, who actually recorded on Prince's Paisley Park label. She was part of Staple Singers back in the 60s and all that with her family. She signed to Prince's label and she re-recorded this track, Positivity. I think I own either the vinyl or CD of that album. Can't remember, but there you have it. But that's the track listing. And I tell you what, my God, this is such a strong album, but I'll get it more into it after I open this or after we do both of the seal the reveals. So, got my handy dandy razor, and let's get this thing started. As usual, let's see if I struggle or not. And so far, so good. And boom, we are in there. Let's see the difference of this album compared to the original. All right, cool. Nice printed sleeve. Good stuff. Nice. All right. So here we have the inner sleeve. And also I want to check the condition of the vinyl. It looks like it replicates the inner sleeve pretty good. Is it as sturdy of an inner sleeve like the original? No, of course not. Because they made stuff with better quality. But what are you going to do? Everything's cheap nowadays. All right, so here is the vinyl. Alrighty. Looks like the original Paisley Park label from back in the day. First glance, it is straight. It looks pretty straight to me. Don't look like there's no imperfections with that. And let me look at the vinyl really quick. Wow. This looks really good. This side looks good. Let's see. Side 2. Looks good. Everything looks really, really good. Awesome. Okay, I'm happy. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Okay. So, here we have side 1. All right. And then here we have side 2. Boom. There you go. All right. So that is the unboxing and seal the reveal of Prince's 1988 album, which is a great album, I might add. Lovesexy. So very glad to have a nice reissue of this. Like I said, I think it's the first time it's been reissued in the U.S. since its original release. This, again, this wasn't really a highly anticipated album from Prince, but it is a fan favorite. If you're not just a casual fan, you look deep into Prince's musical career and legacy. This is a very good album. Love it. But now let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next album. And funny enough, I just said that, Lovesexy, one of my favorite albums of all time. But to be honest with you, this next album I'm about to show is probably one I listen to the least. It's one of my least favorite albums. It's not really an album that Prince has I hate, but this is definitely at the bottom of the list of all his albums from his career. But for me, I mean, some people like this album. Like I said, he really don't have any horrible albums. Let me just get started before I ramble on. But this is the next reissue. This originally came out in 1994. And this is Prince's Come album. So this is the other reissue we just got. Now, quick, excuse me. Quick little information on this. Okay, so this originally came out in 1994. And this was Prince's last album known as Prince before he switched his name to the unpronounceable symbol. And there's, you know, symbols of that in this album cover. It says Prince, and right here it says 1958 to 1993. So that was really, you know, rest in peace to the name Prince and the dawning of a new era of Prince as the unpronounceable symbol. You know, the press started calling him Taft Cap or the artist formerly known as Prince, whatever. And he wasn't doing a lot of interviews. This is when he was, you know, battling his record label, Warner Brothers, before it got really nasty. And this was released on vinyl in 1994 in the US, but only as a promo-only copy. So this is an original promo-only copy that was released in the US. It just had a generic black cover with a picture of the album cover on a sticker right there. So there you have it. And it says, I'll show you the sticker. And it says, Come, the album, 2 discs, plus remixes. And it has a promo catalog number with the parental advisory sticker. Excuse me. So this one's a 2 LP, with the new one being a 1 LP. So this is the first time this album is being pressed for the US too, with the original album cover, like the retail cover you saw on the CD. So that's really cool. This was originally released in Europe with this cover. So it's really cool to have this now for the US version too, or available to purchase in the US. But before I show this, let me show you this album. This is my original promo copy. This is not easy to find. Here is the cover. I'm going to take the vinyls out. So it just came in that kind of jacket, and here are the original vinyls I put in the sleeves. So this one has a 2 LP, and the new one's only 1. Well, here's disc 1. Right here. And the vinyl's in beautiful shape. And it has the Warner Brothers Shield record label. There you go. Record 1, side 1, and here's record 1, side 2. All right, boom. And then the second LP, side 1, we have it right here. This is a little dusty. I need to clean it off. But yeah, here's side 1 of record 2. All right, so then on this side, this is stuff that's not on the new reissue version. But sometimes when Prince had promo-only versions of his albums, he would put extra mixes of singles off the album. So on this side, we have 2 different versions of the song Space and 2 different versions of the song Let It Go. So there you go. Boom. So that is the original pressing of the album, US promo-only album of Come. That came out in 1994. So with that being said, now we are going to check out this new vinyl version that just got reissued. All right, so here is the front cover. There you go. Here is the back. Let me show you the hype sticker, and then I'll read it to you guys. It says, "Come, get wild, peace." A quote from Prince. Features the tracks Let It Go and Dark. So that's what it says on the hype sticker. And here's a track listing right here, which I'm going to read that to you too as well. And it says, these are the tracks. Come, which was the opening track. Space, that was another single off this album. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to say this word, but this word. Should have looked it up before. Should have had Google speak it to me before I did this video anyways. Then we have Loose. Then we have Papa. Then we have Race. The track Dark, which is an awesome track. And I think that was possibly another single on here. Solo. And this was probably the biggest, this next song is probably the biggest single that was on this album and the most successful, even though it didn't chart that high, was Let It Go. And it closes with the track Orgasm. And the title of the track exactly, and the way it sounds, is exactly what it is. So yeah. Anyways, so here we go. We have this. So before I open this, I just want to say, yeah, this album, not one of my favorites, but over time I did learn to appreciate it. Do I still listen to it like that? Not really, but it's really cool for it to be available for fans. And this is the first time it's been pressed again since its original release as well, just like Lovesexy. So very, very cool to have it back on vinyl. So this is obviously going to be no comparison to the original for the US version. So let's just open this up. Again, got my handy dandy razor. And let's get started. All right, wow. I wish I can do good like these on my Elvis openings. All right, so it is open. Let's check it out. All right, nice. We got a nice printed sleeve again. Good stuff. Is there a... Okay, I was just trying to see if there's a digital code. I guess not. All right, so there we have. There's the original sleeve. Nice. I wonder if the Europe version looks like that, or a printed sleeve. I wonder if the original one looks like that. Cool. Nice. Okay, cool stuff. Has all the credits on one side, and then it has like a mirror message. I remember this on the CD version, basically telling this, basically saying, "Hey, this is a dawn of a new era for me as an artist." See, so you see the imagery again. See, born 1958, died 1993. So there's a lot of imagery that he was going away from the artist name of Prince. So let's check out the vinyl. All right, cool. Very, very nice. Alrighty, let's see. This is side A. First, let's see if it's straight. Looks straight. Let me check out the condition of the vinyl. I don't like that spot right there. On side one. Damn. I'll try cleaning it maybe. Other than that, it's not bad on this side. Here's side two. The condition. The condition of side two looks good. Can't complain. Anyways, let me just show you the labels. Here's side one. Alrighty. And here is side two. There you have it. Boom. All right, well, you know, that kind of concludes this opening of these albums. I tried ordering these on Amazon. I ordered them forever ago. And for some reason, they were on back order for me, not coming till mid-August, but they're available to buy on Amazon, from Amazon, shipped and sold by them. I don't understand. What a pain in the ass. So I went to my local record store and bought these. I paid just a few dollars more. Both $28 each. They're both single LPs. And, you know, I supported an independent record store, which was really cool. I hope you enjoy this. Yeah, so, I mean, if you're into Prince, you're looking to get into more of his albums, and you want to get these, you don't want to try to hunt down originals, especially with this one. The original is very collectible and expensive for this. Go ahead and get the reissues. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. Again, for me, this was always one of my favorites, and this one, not so much. But still should, like, deserve a good listen. But anyways, people, I hope you all enjoyed this unboxing and seal reveal of these albums. Hopefully I gave you some good information along the way. Thank you all for watching this video. And I will see you all in the next one. So stay tuned, see what's going on my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. You all have a good day. Happy Sunday to you guys. And see you later and goodbye.